Most people think they know why they never change. They say it's motivation, or discipline, or time, or confidence. They say, I'll start when I feel ready, when things calm down, when I'm more motivated. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't fail to change because you lack motivation. You fail to change because you're running the wrong system, and systems always win. Think about it. Every morning you wake up, you check your phone, you rush, you react, you survive the day. And at night, you tell yourself, tomorrow I'll do better. But tomorrow comes and nothing changes. Same habits, same stress, same excuses. Not because you're lazy, but because your life is on autopilot. Here's what no one tells you. Your brain doesn't care about your goals. It cares about efficiency. It wants to conserve energy. It wants predictability. It wants what's familiar. So it builds routines. And once a routine exists, your brain will protect it, even if that routine is slowly ruining your life. That's why willpower fails. That's why motivation fades. That's why you keep going back to old habits even when you know better. You're not broken. You're automated. Most people try to change at the wrong level. They try to change their feelings. I need to feel motivated. They try to change their thinking. I need the right mindset. But lasting change doesn't start with feelings or thoughts. It starts with structure. Because structure removes the need to decide, and decisions are where most people lose. Let me show you the real reason you never change. Every habit you have exists to support the system you're already in. Your phone usage, your sleep schedule, your eating habits, your focus, your confidence, they're all connected. So when you try to change one thing without changing the system around it, the system fights back, and the system usually wins. That's why you can feel inspired at night and still wake up the same person in the morning. Because inspiration doesn't rewrite systems. Repetition does. Structure does. Here's the shift that changes everything. Stop asking, how do I stay motivated? Start asking, what system am I running every day without realizing it? Because once you see the system, you can redesign it. And when the system changes, your behavior follows automatically. This is where most people get it wrong. They wait for confidence before acting, but confidence is a result, not a requirement. They wait for clarity, but clarity comes after action, not before. They wait for the perfect moment, but the perfect moment never comes. Meanwhile, the system keeps running, day after day, year after year, quietly deciding their future. Real change feels boring at first. It looks like waking up at the same time, doing one small thing consistently, reducing noise, repeating actions even when you don't feel like it. No fireworks, no motivation rush, just structure. And that's why it works. Here's the paradox. The moment you stop trying to change yourself and start building systems around yourself, change becomes inevitable. You don't need more discipline, you need fewer decisions. You don't need more motivation, you need fewer distractions. You don't need to become someone new overnight. You need to become consistent long enough for your identity to catch up. This is why most people never change. They fight themselves instead of redesigning the environment that controls them. They blame their character instead of fixing their structure. And as long as the system stays the same, the results will too. But the good news? Systems can be rebuilt. Slowly, simply, on purpose. And once you do, you'll look back and realize something powerful. You were never weak. You were just running a system that didn't serve you. Change the system, and change stops being a struggle. It becomes who you are.